Hi Noah, I'm liking what you got here. It does look like you are missing your layer information, so I don't know if you accidentally flattened your image. If you did, that's kind of a bummer, because you definitely want to have your layers in here. But I'm really liking the stormy sky. I think you did a pretty good job on your clip. I like the position of your face in the canvas as well. And it looks like a pretty high quality image, and it looks like it's well lit. I like the storm in the background. Now this area here, I don't like. I'm not sure what this is, like this paper. I almost think it's kind of taking away from the portrait. I think having the Spider-Man comics in there is fine. I don't mind the American and the Canadian flag at all, but I do think the backgrounds need to be clipped out. So I mean, if we go into Safari, and we look up like American flag white background and go to images. This is actually Google Images. Go to tools, size, large. We can actually find larger images, which is kind of nice obviously to work with. American flags are so common that you can typically find pretty large images. So if I click on the one I like, I can control click or right click on a Windows machine and open image in a new tab. And that way you get it at full size. And then you could do another right click on that and save image to download. Or we'll save it to your file. You might want to save it into your documents, into your project folder, self-portrait folder that you made. And then you could do like a file open. Let's open up separately. And I'll open that up. And we can actually unlock this. And in the properties panel, if you don't have the properties panel, just go to Window, Properties, and that'll make it pop up. I'm going to actually bring it out here. But under Quick Actions, you can do Remove Background. And then we don't have a background anymore. We can do File, Save As. Let's save it as a file type that actually preserves a transparent background. And that would be a Photoshop file. And we can rename it something a little bit cleaner than what comes off the web anyway. Format Photoshop, so it'll be a PSD file, but that will preserve that transparent background for us. And then if we go back into your, where are you? Your composition, we could do a File, Place Embedded, and bring in that PSD file we just made with the transparent background, and maybe position it down here, maybe rotate it a little bit, something like that. There, push return to make it stick, and then maybe place it underneath some of the layers that you have, and maybe get rid of this other flag image that does have the background in it. And I would do the same process with the Canadian flag, and maybe just simplify your background just a little bit more. Like if you like Spider-Man comics, maybe just find you could probably maybe go into Google Images, go to Tools, Size, Large. I know I told you to go to Pexels. I know I told you to use those, but some of these are actually pretty high resolution. So if I click on this and hover, this is 1200 by 720. That's actually pretty big. You could even use an image of Spider-Man. You'd have to maybe clip him out of this background, but you could put him into your composition. He could be in here somewhere, and that might actually be more compelling than using just a picture of a cover of Spider-Man. So you might be able to find some high resolution. This one's really big, actually. This is a very large image, although it looks a little blurry. Oh no, it doesn't. So this one could be interesting. He could be hanging from the corner of your composition. He would fit really well in the upper right corner. So if you brought him in, you could put him up here maybe, and his hand would be kind of dangling probably into your face, but still kind of a cool idea. Maybe even this one might work. 1400 by 1400 isn't too bad. Obviously like 2000 something by 2000. Like this one is a really high resolution, so you could actually use this at a fairly large size on your canvas. Anyway, those are just some aesthetic things. It looks like you have some pretty good ideas here. It's just when it gets down into this area, it gets a little cluttered. But anyway, I'll just try to make some changes, and hopefully you didn't lose all your layers, or hopefully you didn't flatten your image. Hopefully you have something with layers included. Okay, we'll talk to you later.